Welcome back. We're going to talk a little today about the AstraXym study. So there were two parts I mentioned earlier, two different studies that were done, one with enzymes and minerals. So we want to talk about the relationship that enzymes have with minerals, and then also talk just briefly about the study itself and why it was such a landmark study. So one of the things that's commonly said is that minerals are the enzymes for enzymes.
Yeah, enzymologists all agree on that component. Probably popularized by Hagiwara, a medical doctor who brought barley grass to this country, and certainly we see that leads to longevity of the enzyme, because enzymes they do age and they do break down after a certain level of activity. They are such a high performance, can be as much as 100,000 and billion reactions by the same enzyme within any second. I mean, that's like multitasking to the nth degree. So enzymes are really your blue-collar workers internally, and they are like the spark plugs. If you don't have the minerals, they just don't do the work, or they do it very poorly. So that's pretty potent, and you have come up with an exceptional formula of minerals that really makes it top of the line, tens of times stronger than any other of the enzyme formulas on the marketplace.
Yeah, and like we talk about, or people know commonly that as far as the minerals that we're getting, or if we were to expect the minerals to be present in the body, that may or may not happen depending on the diets that we're eating today. Yeah. So that's why we want to make sure that the minerals are always present in the capsule with the enzymes. Yeah, so that was very, very important.
A little lunch bag for the enzymes.
Exactly.
To make sure that they do their jobs properly internally.
Yeah, and then the other piece dealt with the difference between these two studies. So the one study would show that the absorption rate was 30%, and the one with minerals showed that the absorption rate was 60%. So huge. I mean, these are not small increases like when pharmaceutical companies do, and they say
5%.
Yeah, they go, oh, it's a significant difference. I mean, they're talking 5%. So
right.
if we're talking, these are huge numbers. I mean, so significant. That's why the study was a landmark study, and will be kind of the benchmark or the gold standard by which all other enzymes are going to have to be measured.
Yeah, we're the pioneers in enzymatic research and human ecology. Seeing the results and comparing against others. There's charts available on the web just to see how different we are in terms of performance.
Yes.
So
yeah, absolutely. The complete study is available on enzymessence.com. You can visit the resource button and read the study in its complete form.
And the study brought out its potency in terms of digesting the proteins. I mean, that's something that we don't see any other company brings forth, that kind of information, and we felt it was important to spend the money and to show how well our products work, and especially in comparison what is on the rest of the marketplace.
That's a very good point. I almost forgot about that in regards to the pH levels. So it was 4, 6, 8, and 10. So the widest pH range, and then we looked at the digestion of the protein. So it was between 90 and 96%, and that occurred within the first 30 to 60 minutes. So that's, again, the body has a limited time to digest the proteins as they're traveling through. So the quicker the enzymes can get at those, break them down, the better chance we're going to have to utilize those. Yes.
And then, of course, the absorption.
Yeah, significant. Again, go back to the quantity of amino acids and peptides that were absorbed was significantly raised, and then also the rate at which they were absorbed also was significantly impacted. So again, those are two things you can reference on the website on the study.
And this is going to have a major impact on, number one, in healing, because the immune system is driven by enzymes and amino acids. And secondly, in the athletic field, we're really creating a storm because of this increased rate of bioavailability, and athletes are able to gain more muscle mass at a shorter period of time, and also have less stress on their organism because the food is in a pre-digested form.
Yeah, that's a good point. You say, gaining weight, but it's also the fact of not losing it. So a great example was climbing Mount Everest. That's a 2-month expedition, and most guys are going to lose 25 pounds of muscle mass during that 2 months. It's incredible. So, a 185-pound guy with maybe less than 10% body fat goes up there. He's going to come back weighing 160. You don't even recognize these guys.
Right.
It's that much of a difference. So when I was over there in '07 and '09, both expeditions, I lost 14 pounds on both expeditions consistently. So if you look at the numbers, you go, that's a significant amount of muscle mass that I'm keeping. I'm not
Exactly.
yeah. So again,
Right.
that all goes back to how well you digest and how much you absorb.
And the supplements you took along on that excursion. Huh?
Exactly. So again, landmark study. Take a look at www.enzymessence.com.